And hello and welcome back to the CFS 2024 Path to Hangzhou, pare. We're over only
Some of the teams in the group stages, right? I was expecting maybe a bit of a deeper run back in the playoffs no CFS APAC series, which did not really materialize. And I think for SGJ, that's definitely going to be a little bit of a pain point for them, right? They're going to be looking to solidify their status as one of the top two in the Philippines and hopefully for them, right, make their way into the international scene, break out again, and possibly get revenge up against their international rivals that are newly formed. But of course, the numbers here, you can see the consistency across the board, of course, with Yobib at the very forefront here, being, again, one of the most mechanically sound players in the Philippine scene.
Yeah, you can kind of tell who's the ideal, right? Pero yun nga, Tino, man, this guy, I mean, with all the smack that people were talking about Tino Pani, he was hitting some nice shots on that sniper dun sa APAC. And yun nga, that was against like way better competition, against international competition of all things. But
Series that, you know, we keep alluding to that, pero the 2-0 against Macta and getting into playoffs, as compared to all the other teams in the group, right, on the international stage, more nevertheless, right, that's a scary prospect for Macta, and that means that for Pacific Macta, they really need to turn it up and you know, go all the way in.
yeah, for sure. This is gonna be. I already want this to start, man. I feel like the Vito's gonna be around the corner very soon. But yeah, I'm just like, damn, when are they gonna press the ready button and start things off dito sa laruan natin? But of course, we still have the Vito to go through. Vito, man, what do you think? Feeling ko Black Widow's probably gonna pop out. Ankara, fully knowing itong SGJ.
I wouldn't be surprised if an Eagle Eye.
Eagle Eye. I mean,
You remember that match?
Yeah, no, that could be the Eagle Eye cheese, either from SGJ or galing dito sa Pacific Macta. So there's a lot of options pagdating sa map pool. No? I feel like yung hindi lang natin may kita dito is probably gonna be Mexico. Kasi, yun nga, both of these teams, ayun nga, share the same sentiment as me. I forgot about Port para dito sa SGJ. Actually, they can start things off with Port. Never mind. Binan na Macta. So we're going sub-base Black Widow.
Oh, you guys out. That's gonna be Ankara for the decider.
Hey, it's heat.
Oh, that's gonna be a wild one. At the start on sub-base here, I'm not exactly sure this is something that Pacific Macta wants, but of course, you'd rather have a map that you are familiar with and that you're very practiced on, whether or not your opponent is good on it.
Yeah. And this is such a Pacific Macta SGJ Vito kasi nakikita mo naman like Macta starting backlist 3 times in a row. So they really want to play etong GR on that second half. But, you know, granted for this past few years, etong SGJ REBORN, medyo gumaganda na yung kanilang setups pagdating dito sa BL side. So, nakaka-start na rin silang makakuha ng damage from BL, especially pag online sa KSA, you can provide entries for his squad. But I wasn't surprised as well na nilabas dito ng Pacific Macta itong sub-base, considering they've had a few reps dito sa mapa na to. And I feel like this is one of the maps that SGJ could be uncomfortable on, considering one of the main points ng mapa natin pagdating sa sub-base, right, is that second mid sniper fight. So, Revenge is obviously going to have the upper hand dun sa position na yun. So, what is SCJ going to do to prevent that from happening? Are they going to spend the smoke to try and prevent that? Or, is it going to be something more of a counterplay siguro galing sa side ng SCJ where they go into vents and try to cancel that second mid angle? There's so much options, no, para dito sa SCJ, and I can't really not say na hindi gagawin yun ng SCJ, fully knowing how creative Tino is, man.
Yeah, that's 100% true, and you know, on top of that as well, right? We're definitely not gonna see any of the hidden strats just yet, and probably later on in the game when things get a little bit more desperate. So these guys are gonna be playing their own game for now. Early peek out coming in from Revenge. Not gonna be seeing anything through woods just yet, but now look at the positioning. Dito na kaagad si paring Zyke. Already inside vent, slowly pushing on forward just in case some of the SGJ members show their faces. Elvin, so close. Oh! That's a free kill right there.
Yeah, but I think dapat in-expect na dito ng SCJ that Zik is actually gonna try and go for that vents play because that's what he usually start things off with. He sees the muzzle fire through the smoke. Naku po, galit na nga dito si Aljon. Tino, mag-isa dito sa A-site, and he is surrounded by Pacific Macta members. KSA just checking passage just in case may flank na mangyayari. Pero Pacific Macta, tinatarget na nga itong A-site natin. Missile, can it be defended well? Tino fully focused, but he couldn't hit the shot. Revenge just pops out of nowhere. And KSA at Yobib stuck retaking para dito sa A side.
Gonna get spicy here. Even with the bomb down right now, a lot of pressure being felt by SGJ. I think, of course, like we just said, man, Pacific Macta, they're here to prove a point. And they are starting it off real hot. Yobib gonna have his work cut out for him. And with KSA on the other side of the map as well, I think it's gonna be curtains for this one. 1v5, not even Yobib, I think, could get this easily. And there's very little time. So they're probably gonna go in for this little fake timeout, pseudo timeout.
Yeah. Feeling ko hindi lang yata nila in-expect na CYK would go that hard dito sa vent. So Elvin went down, didn't expect him to go down second mid. And he went down second mid, he got the muzzle fire shot through the smoke. Very, very nice play galing sa side ng Pacific Macta. Already, man, off of round 1, 0-2. Not looking too happy. Tito 0-2 with the cargo shorts plus shirt combo. That's the win. So, like playing vents is such a gamble para sa dalawang sides. So you really have to play it very, very smartly. But at the same time, ayun nga, no, it could have been more well defended siguro. But yeah, I really feel like SCJ, they're still gonna run the same setup, but they just got hit with something unexpected with that one.
They were not ready for that, and you gotta respect that. The shot that Zeke took there, it was not an easy shot, man. As soon as the pixels of Elvin's helmet showed up, he was a goner. Pero a little bit of a slowdown from Macta, keeping SGJ on their toes, making sure that it's not the same setup every time. And this is the kind of respect that you need to be giving to your opponents. So Macta, they know that they're the ones who, at least in recent times, aka last week, lost to SGJ. They're out here to prove a point, and that's going to be the first kill for SGJ.
Oh.
Falling, Justin, good for 2 now.
Alright, already a good start. Justin getting Tino and KSA. I think obviously he thinks he had the upper hand dun sa Rafters, but I think at this point of the matchup between these two teams, they kind of expect na merong manggagaling dito sa taas, and Justin, he gets his 3rd kill.
Oh.
And Elvin, they can see his feet, so he's probably gonna get the 4th one, pero hindi in-expected revenge sa lumabas dito sa MR itong si Yobib. Elvin and Yobib still live and alive, but 19 seconds left on the clock. Kailangan na nila magbandalay papasok ng site, and because of that, they probably just lost the round. Yobib though, I mean, 10 seconds, 4 players, this is feeling impossible. So 2-0, good start for the side of PN.
Yeah, that was a quick one from them, and I think more often than not, right, the utility from Pacific Macta perfect on the timing. Maybe not so much for SGJ as well. So there's something wrong with the spacing of SGJ that I think Macta, they're just finding the correct times to get him side. And not to mention, Tino is not having the best day right now. I think he's been shut down time and time again over the last 2 rounds by whoever he meets on the other side of that crosshair. But look at this. Zeke again with the same angle. Elvin, I'm not sure if he wants to check this or if he's downstairs. Actually, he's probably downstairs. But I like this. It was Zeke being in vent as early as now gives so much information for Pacific Macta that they can essentially just try and manipulate how SGJ are playing around the GR side.
Yeah, the thing is, you gotta be aware dito sa timing ni ZYK, right? And it kind of gives a lot of it kind of gives a lot of pressure dito kay Kether, who has to check both exits of the vents. And once that's from mid clears, yun na nga yung sinasabi ko, that second mid push can start immediately. And they're not gonna go for shutter. Instead, KSA na lang yung mag-check dito. Revenge, gonna take it down. Hold up, the C4 na andito pa sa board. ZYK trying to fight back. Elvin, half of HP para sa kanya dito. Pero Aldrin spotted sa labas, doesn't get the spray. ZYK gets si Tino, and they get the C4 back. NBA in the corner, Aldrin popping out of nowhere. And Elvin at Yobib na lang natitira once again. Pacific Macta, they are rolling these first 3 rounds.
It's not looking good, man. Look how low Yobib is even from this position. Yep, he's gonna be taken down easy. Elvin, yep, moving on forward, and that's gonna be the madman himself, the young gun. Trying to make things possible, but there's only 25 seconds left. Possibly going in for another pseudo timeout. It's not the best start you'd want to see out of SGJ, knowing that of course they're usually more on the spicy side here, and I think the GR is not treating them well right now here in subbase.
Yep. So they're gonna try to have a little bit of a conversation here. Medyo matagal pa naman bago sumabog yung C4 dito. 3-0, main Pacific Macta on sub-base about things. This is already a great start para sa kanila. SGJ is still a bit of adjustment on their side. I really like yung heads-up play na ginawa nila dito sa Woods to try and counter itong Woods control para sa side ng Pacific Macta and kind of isolate them dito sa Woods side. And here we go. That's a response para sa SGJ. Just deny Woods control face-to-face with the M4. Great first shot galing dito kay Keller.
Yeah, maybe there was a little bit too much respect from SGJ over the last few rounds that they were giving some map control away for free.
Wait, Justin?
Macta. Look at Justin. Good on the angle. Unfortunately, not aware that Yob is on the other side. Keller, out of nowhere, man, sees them right past that smoke. Free kills coming in for SGJ. Looking possible for them to get this round, but now Revenge and Aldrin, they do still have the C4. Quite a lot of control. Revenge, not gonna see anything. And Aldrin might just have a timing here. Gonna be checking all through second mid. Not gonna see anything. Denied any kind of information right now. And SGJ, they still have manpower. I mean, it is 2v5 after all. They have their work cut out for them, though.
Yep. Aldrin needs to look up, though. So I think it's a B-split between yung dalawang players natin. Revenge with the sniper. Elvin, he is gonna survive that for now. Down to 1 HP. Really good find dito kay Aldrin. Pero si Revenge na natitira dito sa machine room. And SCJ is gonna start to move a bit. And gonna try to find the sole sniper ng Pacific Macta. So he's gonna pull out his Colt. Better chances with multiple people in front of you. Pero babalik siya dito sa respawn. And he's just gonna hold for now. I mean, take your sweet time. 50 seconds pa naman dito para kay Revenge. But I like the response galing sa SCJ, right? The biggest trouble for them is keeping control dito sa Woods at second mid. And they just sent it. And that first pick galing kay Keller was perfectly placed, man, para dito sa SCJ. And the SCJ counterplay is now starting dito sa mapa natin.
Yeah. And no sooner than you would have needed it as well. I mean, anything more than 3, I think Pacific Macta would have fully taken control of the map. So that's at least saying something, right? SGJ, they're ready for the eventuality. They've made the adjustment after a couple of rounds, right? Not necessarily the fastest, but it's needed. Keeping them close here, that's going to be the first round for them hatching their egg. And yeah, a lot of that initial few rounds now it really came down to that control of Woods that was given away for free to Pacific Macta. So SGJ, that's definitely going to be an apt response. But now Revenge, again with the smokes here. I think they're trying to bait out the same reaction out of it. As soon as they throw out that smoke, Revenge backs off, waiting for somebody to push forward and maybe get caught in the smoke. And I'll play the impatience of SGJ, maybe.
Yeah, and I think maglalagay na sila ng player on the boxes in Woods. Because you can kind of crouch down on it as di kakita, and you could be the second contact of the player on towards that shutter side. So I kind of like it na SGJ is just starting to ignore itong luwag natin kasi mas minworry talaga nila yung pagkuha ng second mid galing sa side ng Pacific Macta. And are now starting to kind of get a lot more confident, especially si Yobi binag-hold dito sa close. And since he's playing that close position, it's pretty hard to clear. Galing dito sa outer, you have to send it in very close proximity and you have to greet the fight with Yobib here. Pero Yobib gets itong si Justin nasa bungad ng smoke. What a first pick by Yobib there, man. Pero Revenge is still alive. So second mid control still can be under danger, but I mean, a pick is a pick, pare.
Yeah. Getting that for free as well. Knowing that it's Yobib, of all people, it's definitely one of the more important frags to get, right? Get the biggest problem out of the way first, and that is going to be the young gun Yobib. So, problem now for Pacific Macta, of course, is that they're starting to run out of time. And the use of utility by SCJ is somehow slowing them down just enough that they're not really sure where to go. Of course, approaching towards B right now. Zeke might go in through events. Everyone else still looking around. Elvin spotting out Zeke here. Not going to be ready for it. 3v4 now with the smokes up, right? They cannot see a single thing. Can't see anything through jail. So we're going to have to worry about 2F. The way
Aldrin.
in. Aldrin.
I mean, I think it's fine, pero di pa sila makapasok dito. KSA, what a nice spot, man. He knew na may lalabas dito sa passage. Aldrin has to go crazy. Elvin, KSA, the crossfire dito sa side. KSA with the pistol. Can he get the last kill? Yes, he can. And SGJ, perfectly played dito sa my wood side. I mean, now, they kind of mixed up yung kanila aggression dito, right? Yobib's gonna get the first pick, and dilipat sila dito sa luwag. And they are gonna play very close to Woods, just in case that they hear any fake footstep. Pero KSA, he also wants a turn dito sa may wood side natin. Nades are gonna start to fly. Revenge is gonna get hit. Pero SGJ, they're just gonna allow it. They're just gonna allow the second mid control, make sure to bolster up itong defense natin sa A side. But then, this
Zeke?
allows itong si ZYK to come in some events and get a really good position in. So second mid control, once again for Pacific Macta. How is SGJ gonna respond?
This is gonna get a little scary, right? Because Revenge, ever since he started trying to get that control over Woods, he's been punished over the last few minutes. So now it makes you wonder, is there a trap on the other side? May nakaantay ba sa luwag? Now Revenge, first point out. Yobib's gonna be met here on the other side of the box. No, perfect on the timing. KSA not ready for it because Justin, this guy, running over the enemy team inside of the site right now, and Keller is already on the flank. No plant just yet here, but Zeke is ready for it. Revenge takes down Keller. Tino gonna be left alone here with a sniper. 1v4, it's gonna be a hard one, and it is denied. Pacific Macta stopping it while it's still possible.
Yeah, and buti na lang na hindi tinamaan dito si Revenge. At least not too much at the start of the round. And he can just force KSA all the way back into Shutter and all the way back on that A side. And nakita mo naman, once again, Zik just getting itong Vince control natin, and that's how he sets up the smoke, sets up the flashes, and Revenge getting a lot more confident with his AWM. Si Keller yung una mahuhulog dito sa SGJ. And now Revenge is starting to force himself dito sa Woods and dito sa second mid, and SGJ has yet to respond from that exact thing.
The thing is, right, I mean, it's starting to become a little bit more predictable when they try and aggress through Woods. So now they've been punished that because of that couple of times. Now they're gonna have to back off, make sure that it doesn't get too predictable. And now with Tino being taken down first, A site fully undertaken. A little unfortunate here. ZYK.
What a cheese.
Good for one on KSA. Perfect on the timing control. Now of control room. Granted to Elvin just as his opponent is taken down. 2v4. There's gonna be 32 seconds here. They're gonna have to decide which way you want to go, through Luwag or through control room. And Elvin spraying down, hoping to get some kind of damage done. Not connecting any bullets here. It's getting desperate. There's only 20 plus seconds here. We're gonna have to check this angle. Revenge. My God, what an angle from this guy. And Yobib, good for one more. Not expecting the second. Right behind him, Justin with the conversion.
Yun nga. I mean, it's we might have to coin like a term para dito sa fence play na ginagawa ni ZYK. Is it the Zik vent 50-50? Like he either goes down to second mid and somehow gets a kill, or dito sa CR natin and they, gets a kill. So it's 50-50 for a reason, because he can just instantly die, but at the same time, look at NBA! Just sending it dito sa A site. And Pacific Macta playing with a lot more hubris dito sa mapa natin. Mas tinatapangan na nila this time. Keller, gusto niya rin tumapang dito sa may wood side, getting the flank going dito sa may luwag. He needs to get that early position. Pero Revenge, he just denies it again. KSA and Yobib, how can they get back into the site? Justin nakabantay dito si Sikip. ZYK is all the way in spawn.
No.
Harassing itong si Yobib. He is on half HP, and look at Yobib, man. He has to look behind him. Knowing itong si ZYK, he could be anywhere. And he takes down the kid at si KSA na lang natitira. Oh, Kian, what can you do? Gets the first one, does not get the second. And 6-2 Pacific Macta with pure dominance dito sa subbase.
Yeah, man, it's not looking very good for SGJ right now. Pacific Macta definitely dominant on this first half. And even if SGJ, yeah, they might have the side that they would have preferred to start on, but the problem is, they're getting stopped. There's not a single thing that they can do, and Revenge, yeah, staying on that same pressure, the same repeated flowchart, right? First point to contact, always through wood, get that smoke up, maybe get a kill. Yes, it was punished a couple of times, but if you stick to your guns long enough, eventually it does work. And it's 6-2 right now if Pacific Macta get this round, and it's essentially a bonus because things get a lot easier from here on out for this team.
Uy. And let's see, SGJ, they need to respond quickly, man. At least to get this last round dito sa subbase, being stuck in a 7-2 scoreline in this specific map. Knowing how good the Pacific Macta defense can be, especially pag ganito yung form nila dito sa mapa natin, could be very dangerous. And si Justin, sinabi niya dito kay Zik, gusto ko sumama dito sa vents, and let's try and see if we can get some second mid control. I'm already on low HP. But look at Tino. Tino, may angle dito ni Tino. Naandito siya sa may slope A. And you
Oh.
can actually see Vents from that position. But Justin, he's not gonna go down in control room. Instead, face-to-face
Oh,
with Keller.
what?
Keller getting one, Yobib getting two! And KSA nakidip na rin dito kay Aldrin. And ZYK, what can he do? KSA is just gonna take him down, and a very good last round. Good clear by SGJ. Held the angles really well.
Revenge is not gonna show up in Woods anymore.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, at most, I think Revenge, he's probably gonna hold itong shutter angle natin, or jail as most people would call it, and just try to fight second mid from that position, knowing how confident he is on that sniper. But SGJ, of course, set up heavy team pagdating dito sa BL side, so we're not gonna see any quick moves unless time does say they do so. So Justin, of course, on the light, right on top of lockers. Very OP angle, honestly.
Yeah.
You can see the legs of the enemy first before they see you. So you kind of get a bit of information from that side. But yeah, SCJ, they're just gonna slowly clear everything out dito sa mapa natin and try and see how far forward they can go before they can execute.
Yeah, there is
Oh, okay.
something that needed to be fixed. Unfortunately, yeah, first blood goes to Revenge, who is in.
I told you,
guessed
he's
it.
just gonna play shelter.
Yep, you guessed it. Boy was gonna be playing in jail, and it still worked out. And yeah, I think Revenge right now, he's definitely the current win condition for Pacific Macta. We talked about it earlier that he didn't really have the best showing back in the APAC series last week. So this guy has a chip on his shoulder. And I'm not surprised that he's performing as he is right now. This guy would have probably been grinding right after that loss.
For sure. Justin, very good angle. May kita na yung paa ni KSA dito. Ooh, Justin, are they? He's gonna start to
wow.
spray and he gets KSA anyways. C4 is all the way back in spawn and already SGJ losing 2 members, so it's gonna be a bit desperate to get into the site. So how is this gonna happen? Yobib obviously peeking mid, so I don't think they have any choice. I think they might as well just send it dito sa A site. But I think they got information because of the shutter position dito ni Revenge. And look at NBA. Waiting for any semblance ng SGJ push dito sa A site. And he's gonna flash it. He's gonna flash it immediately. Onting delay lang. Elvin with the turnaround. Barely blinded by the flash. Second flash comes through. Grabe, look at this delay by Pacific Macta. A is denied. They are gonna go B. So, just simple logic. Galing dito sa SGJ. Problema nga lang na andito pa si Revenge and he is ready and waiting for anyone to send it dito sa site natin. And Aldrin with the turnaround. Gets the first one, pero Yobib naka-respond as well. Justin getting itong si Yobib. Tino na lang natitira dito sa may lockers. 3, 2, 1. And Pacific Macta, they get the first round of the second half. Sub-base masterclass galing sa kanila dito.
Yeah, man, that round is not something you want to see on your screen, man, if you're going to be playing as SGJ. Full denial, doesn't matter where you went. And the usage of utility as well, right? When they were on towards Luwag, they had the idea that SGJ was already there. One flash, a second as well, and a little bit more suppressive fire from Pacific Macta totally deterred them from going in. Because of that, right, they had to find a new plan. It was too apparent that maybe there were too many people on that side of the map, which would have been dangerous for SGJ. But because it took them so long to realize that, they ran out of time. This time, same plan for SGJ, try and find the pick maybe. We're not looking at any of the 5-man entries this time around because SGJ, they want to be more cerebral about it. Gotta think about what the defense for Pacific Macta looks like. Because, of course, it's only been one round, but they didn't even get through that one.
Yeah, 5-man entries is pretty tough sa mapa na to. And yun nga, if you don't kill NBA immediately, that's gonna be big trouble. Stope is gonna be occupying NBA, getting the first kill dito kay KSA. 1-for-1 so far. ZYK nakita na nga si Yobib, but do they know about Keller? Keller sneaking through yung second mid. ZYK still inside of control room as he gets shot. Where is the trade? Aldrin gets him. Elvin na lang natitira dito. Elvin, he has clutched multiple times para sa SGJ. But can he replicate the exact same thing dito sa regionals? It's gonna be a tough one. Every single Pacific Macta member, they're surrounding him at si Revenge na mismo tatapos ng round natin. And grabe, Pacific Macta, they're going all out dito sa some base on group stage, which last season we didn't see, but this is no longer a rivalry. Josh, this is personal.
This is personal, man. Yeah. For Pacific Macta having been sitting on that #1 seed for the longest time, there's definitely some personal issues right there. I mean, we're not
For
going to be taking
sure.
it sitting down. That for sure went into the grind, went in for some scrims, tried to, or they did a little masterclass, right? They go through
Mhm.
all of SGJ's VODs, make sure they never beat us ever again. And now with Tino down, that's going to be a bite in the butt for them. MVA up in the open, Revenge, and MVA taking one apiece right now. And Color, look at the timing that he might be able to take through Vents right now. Yo, Bib taking down 2. Here, equalizing the numbers, the timing out of their
Revenge
Revenge.
knows!
How does he even see that? The quick scope onto Killer's face right now. And it's going to be a 2v3. The retake's going to be a little bit more difficult for SGJ here. Knowing that the smoke, though, is still up. Pacific Macta can't take their time. But there's only so much that they can do here. Aldrin coming in from Luwag, making his presence known. Yobib feeling that pressure on one direction. On the other side, though, flashes out. Elvin trying to keep them alive. Yes, but Yobib gonna be answering back. It's gonna be Elvin all alone this time. Surrounded both sides. Revenge running him down. 7 seconds on the clock. Is there
5.
time for the
He's made it.
defuse? Yes, there is. He's made it. Pacific Macta again in the clutch. That's gonna be 9 for them.
Grabe, Pacific Macta. Sub-base has been played to perfection. Only 3 rounds taken galing sa side ng SGJ, but even on the GR side, SGJ could not do anything. Grabe, and to be fair, just like how I said it, man, I feel like itong sub-base is the perfect map to counter itong SGJ. You already know, just like how I mentioned earlier, your Revenge is going to be holding second mid, and unless Keller does get the sniper and actively challenges itong si Revenge from that position, they just get second mid control time and time again. You can't really force it as well as other teams dito sa regionals. So this is a perfect veto para sa kanila dito. Especially with Revenge this hot, Black Widow can be very, very dangerous with SGJ, fully
Justin.
knowing them on that map. They could get some redemption going. Flash is gonna go through. Justin's gonna get peeked. He's gonna go down from the light. He still gets it on si KSA.
How?
I mean,
What
we know
is
about them.
that? I don't know how he still got that kill out before being taken down, but it did work out for them. The problem now is, though, SGJ, having lost KSA like that, one of the more productive or impactful members of the team, is going to be definitely punishing for them. Going to be feeling that kind of pressure, knowing that there's only 1 round to go for Pacific Macta. But knowing that there's only a little above 1 minute left, and SGJ Reborn essentially still playing in their RS right now, it's not looking good for them. They're gonna have to decide on something at some point.
Yeah, I mean, your main entry is already gone. Wala na agad si KSA dito, so they have to force Woods control, and they might have to just force their way into either control room second mid, but yun nga, judging from their positioning, they want to split going into B. They want to get second mid, so na-smoke na nila dito yung control room, so they want to go straight into second mid, but here comes the second peak. They already know
Uy.
about the game plan, pero si
Elvin.
Elvin, nakuha na si MBA, Keller getting itong si ZYK, Aldrin getting Dino
si
as well.
Aldrin.
So it's a 2v2. B plant is underway. Passage has been open. Revenge kailangan na mag-rotate. Revenge kinuha niya yung AK. Yobib is around the corner and
left.
he's not gonna check him.
Oh, he doesn't check.
He doesn't check. Keller right under Aldrin. Aldrin getting hit the shot. Yobib dito sa dark room. He's just poking, prodding. Keller umikot sa locker and he doesn't get it. He doesn't get the clutch, Aldrin. Keller with the perfect turnaround. 4 and 9 lumalaban pa dito yung SGJ. They are not gonna give sub-base away for free.
No, man, definitely not. You can see it. Tino opens it up with the first kill. ZYK down. 1 of the 2 snipers para sa Pacific Macta. Now, you have 1 less angle to worry about with Revenge. He's going to be answering back, equalizing the numbers here. 2 minutes still. And SGJ, they've barely walked out of their RS. If you look at the current position of mga players ng PM, pare, they're already here inside KSA.
Dear.
Through that smoke, he takes out 2. Yobib attacking 2 also onto Revenge. And it's suddenly Aldrin all alone. This 1v3, luckily for him, the C4 isn't down just yet for them. There's going to be a little bit more time to play around the map, possibly find a good spot here. Maybe bait out a push from SGJ, eliminate 1, and then pick them off 1 at a time.
Yeah, pero alam mo na yung SGJ, man, they are gonna wait. They are gonna respect that Aldrin is still alive, and they are gonna wait for him to peek out himself. KSA getting some good damage in, and look at the mechanics galing dito kay KSA, fully knowing that window is head glitchable, pare. And 5 to 9, SGJ, they're starting to roll as well dito sa kanilang BL side, and do you smell a comeback? Do we smell a comeback here, Josh?
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if it was. But it's still going to depend on whether or not they can keep up this pace. Because SGJ, they've had to turn up. They were forced to play like this by PM. This is not how they wanted to play, but they will deliver if it's what's necessary. You can see it on the screen right now. Because in desperation, man, nothing is impossible, pare. So Tino, again, on the sniper, picking up that long angle through here. Not going to find anything just for now. I think Pacific Macta, they've changed up the positioning to be a little bit more passive. And because of that, it's more possible for them to counter flood. If they can get the right information and basically bust up the timing ng SGG to get inside of the site, then it will catch them by surprise. But right now, KSA out of the open here, throwing out some utility.
Oh, bit of nades dito sa may second mid. And I think Pacific Macta knows that this is going to be the default. That's a good entry. Galing kay KSA. Justin's down. Shutter's wide open. And they're going to try to hunt for the rest of the players ng Pacific Macta dito. Pero hindi nila alam na lumabas na si CY case of smoke. Aldrin nakakuha na rin ng isa. Can he get the second one? Missing the shots on the M4. Naglabas ng flash. Bulag na bulag si Elvin pero nabulag din dito sa NBA. Everyone is blind. Everything is going crazy dito sa B-site. Keller with the timing. Catching si Revenge throwing a smoke. Tino on the second floor. Aldrin blinks up. Gets the headshot. Keller on 1 HP. And a dream. He's gonna slip by dito sa lockers, but 1 HP seeming next to impossible, and Aldrin just spotting him out dito sa pillar. And SGJ, they concede the first map, and Pacific Macta wins.
Honestly speaking, that map, I did not expect it to go that way. Pacific Macta, they have done their homework, man. By God, they have done their homework, and they are doing it very, very well right now. SGJ had no answer. The constant adaptations from Pacific Macta that you could see across the map. The number SGJ started to get answers to how they were playing. There was immediate adjustment. They were ready for every eventuality, every different look that SGJ wanted to show. There was a counter to it, and it's like they were walking into the trap time and time again for Pacific Macta.
Yeah, and man, it just goes back to the point that this rivalry has been going on for the longest time, and they kind of know what each other's habits.
Study against their rivals, and one of the first rivals, of course, are going to be facing today is SGJ. So I would not be surprised if they studied this Black Widow or if they studied all the other maps as well, because that's what you need to do to be at the top, to stay at the top.
Yeah, especially fully knowing itong Pacific Macta, they're not really strangers to Black Widow at all. It used to be one of their more main picks when they had Tanks as the coach. So it's familiar territory para sa kanila dito. It's just that SGJ has gotten a lot more distance with this one, and Aldrin knocked out at the start of the round, and Macta starts with the 4v5.
That is a great starter here coming in from SGJ, and look at the entrance from KLR. He takes down MVA and Revenge. This guy's a dead man walking right now in a matter of seconds. Sneaky. That's I did not expect that kind of aggression from SGJ, considering, of course, that they did not have the best performance on map 1.
Yep. And you're gonna have to just reset your mind, no? Kung kayo yung SGJ dito after that map 1. They're like, guys, it's Black Widow, home court na natin though. We can definitely beat them in this map. We've already done it before. But can they execute today? I mean, it's already a great first swing. Tino got his first. Keller gets one as well. So, could have been way more of a disaster. But SGJ gets the biggest swing. Elvin, though, does go down. Pero nandito pa si KSA sa B side. So it's entry versus entry right now.
It's going to be a hard one, though. I think Justin, he might be running low on the kind of utility that he needs here. And the muzzle flash from KSA gives away his position. But the problem is, of course, he's not going to be able to connect anything just yet. Only that Revenge, of course, on the other side of the map as well, waiting for some kind of peek from stage pare. If he can get that, then maybe there's a chance for Macta to turn this round around. But that's a 3v4 and Revenge so low like this. And the amount of utility that they've already used, they're nowhere close to either of the sites here. So it's going to be coming down to guns, pare.
Yep, all about those guns. And speaking of guns, Yobib shoots itong si
My
Justin.
God.
So he does go down. Tino na andito pa naman sa LA. So he can deny the window control. Oh, ZYK turns around pero nandun na pala si Keller sa ilalim. And a very nice climb up. Revenge, the only one left alive. And he might die to a gust of wind because he is on 1 HP pare. So it's gonna be a very tough attempt. But I think he's just gonna concede yung round na to. So SGJ off the jump, man. What the opening pick galing kay Tino. Keller getting 2. And Yobib getting a very important kill on the pushing Zik. So, yeah, I mean, this is a start that you need kung kayo yung SGJ dito.
Yeah, definitely gonna be a breather for them, pare, knowing that revenge is super low. So a little bit more confidence that SGJ needed out of that first round here. Great start on Black Widow, their own map pick, confidence brimming, and the disrespect na ginawa nila sa LA, pare. That was
That's what they
not
have to do.
expected by Pacific Macta, but now here, utility out here, flash coming in from them. Tino first on the trigger here, taking down revenge.
Oh my god, the flashes, man. Oh, somehow ZYK getting itong si KSA.
What is that?
What is happening? But yun nga, nagkakahabulan na nga dito sa LA. ZYK replacing itong si Revenge for now on the sniper, and he's not too bad of a shot as well. So Tino still has to be careful, but man, Tino, that is what you need from your IGL, from your sniper. Run up long, take down the sniper on the other side, and force a 4v4 situation para dito sa Pacific Macta. But look at the positioning galing sa SGJ. Someone's already all the way dito sa may ES natin, and that can provide a lot of pressure para sa SGJ, man.
Yeah, definitely going to be feeling that pressure. I mean, knowing that Tino has gotten that first kill, the fact that KSA, never mind, he's already dead. But the problem now that's arising for Pacific Macta is that they've been denied all this space. Right? Despite the fact that they have presence on mid and they've essentially cleared out LA, it's just that SGJ, they're standing exactly where they need to be standing. Stopping Pacific Macta from getting the map control that is necessary. No sidewalk control, nothing on rampa, pare. And not even on the other side. ZYK ready for the push out coming in from Yobib now. They were waiting for the aggression, looking for the chance to punish it.
Yeah, that's a fair 1-for-1. Honestly, take out Yopib for ZYK. That's a trade I'll make any time of the week. Problem is, someone is going through up ramp, pero i-expect pa nila dito si Elvin. Elvin not seeing anyone dito sa short side, starting the silent hop so he can get there quicker. Pero alam mo to na Pacific Macta. NBA turns around in time! How does he know? He just knows, I guess. Pero, oy, Keller, not too bad of a sniper as well. He can hit some shots, and he does hit a shot dito kay NBA. 35 seconds left on the clock para dito sa bomba ng Pacific Macta. Aldrin getting tagged through train box. The M4 doing a bit of damage, pero Aldrin, nakita na nga si Tino, making it an equal 2v2. Aldrin spotted sa metal box. Aldrin swinging left, getting si Keller, and is he gonna swing right to get itong si Elvin? But Elvin is now starting to expect it. Nade's gonna fly. Are they gonna peek together? 14 seconds, Pacific Macta.
Surely
you need to
not.
swing for the hills.
Oh, what?
Justin, it is planted for him, and is he gonna peek, or is he gonna go down? Justin goes down, and he makes it! Elvin makes it!
Insanity, Sneaky. Just when you think Pacific Macta have it batted down and everything already, SGJ come out of the woodwork, pare. Up to the very, very last second. That's the kind of thing that you need to be very careful about, knowing that sabi natin kanina, SGJ, they might be overconfident from CFS APAC. Now it's the other way around. You do not want to get yourself out of the game, but here, Revenge, first kill over onto Yobib, definitely going to be a good first frag for them. Leaving out the amount of space that was given for Pacific Macta in that kind of situation. They're going to be going towards the other side of the map. KSA, again, lurking out, looking to punish whoever pushes out through alley.
Yep. But they're gonna attempt B site in this one. At dalawa lang yung nakabantay dito sa loob ng B. Elvin, Tino, sniper on metal box. Tino, naspatan agad dito sa site. NBA gusto na pumasok. Elvin lumipat na nga dito sa window B. Revenge trying to prevent the rotation from happening. And naspatan niya pa nga dito sa KSA, trying to go for the flank. And Keller does get the cross, and they know na naandito si Elvin sa window B. So they know where both players are. Keller still gets itong si Justin somehow, some way. But this is looking rough for SGJ. 2 players against 4 inside of the B side. It needs to be some well-placed flashes, well-placed nades, and well-placed shots from the remaining members ng Solid Gold Jewelry. And they get it to the side. ZYK, nakita na nga si Keller, and NBA does go down, but 17 seconds and the smoke lights up with muzzle fire, pare. And Pacific Macta get the first round. A very, very nice start para sa SGJ, but Pacific Macta is now starting to respond.
If now we're going to be seeing it, man. Macta finally answering back. That means that they finally activated. They finally have an idea para naglalaro yung SGJ dito. Now, control taken out. Revenge punished for his hubris this time around. Got a little bit too antsy, a little too confident to push out through alley, and he immediately got punished for it. Now Pacific Macta having lost that kind of control on LA, this means they need to actively try and punish any kind of overextension from SGJ, because if they give away map control for free, then things start shrinking in the favor of SGJ.
Yeah, I like yung ginagawa ng Macta and SGJ, though they're starting to play around with the smoke changes kasi yun nga, no, the thinner parts of the smoke, you still see the red name, but around the thick parts, you know, you can't really see anything. That's for sure. So they kind of removed that feature. And now they're starting to do some magic with it, but just like how Revenge, he smoked it. So before the smoke blooms, he still has the red name available para sa kanya dito, and he can see slightly through the smoke.
Whoops.
But as soon as that thing is fully plumed, at least he's safe. But not that time, kasi ang ganda ng swing dun ni KSA. So that's really nice timing. A bit of a weird peek para dito kay Revenge, trying to get that first one. Pero Keller responds with his own wall bang. And he's on half HP para si YK, nakita na nga si Tino. So they get a bit of space dito sa terrace. But man, losing Aldrin this early is not good news para sa side ng Pacific Macta.
Not gonna be an easy one. And knowing that Yobib is playing on the high angle as well, and just the sheer amount of manpower na meron yung SGJ dito sa B is something that needs to be ready for. Because look at that. They did not want to wait. Yobib goes all the way out, takes down MVA here. They want to end this round early, and they're gonna be feeling that pressure. Now, ZYK having pushed up towards A, hindi sila aware, pare, that Macta, they've made their way all the way towards A. But the problem is, Justin, other side of the map, they're fully separated right now. And Justin, having been taken down like that, is not gonna be a good sign. ZYK gonna have to pick up the pieces here, make his way up through stage, and there's only so much you can do when there's only that much time left on the clock. It's probably gonna be over, but he does get that kill over onto KSA. Nowhere close to the bomb, and that should be the round for solid gold jewelry.
Yeah, a bit of a stat pad para dito kay ZYK. He goes all the way up to 6 kills, but reality is SGJ gets another round on the board. Yun nga, nagulat si Revenge dito sa long. As soon as he swung, 3 people were already in his face. And Aldrin trying to get one back. But unfortunately, Keller was a bit too aware. And he also has the M4. So does itong si Aldrin. So both of them have a really good wallbang damage. And now we are back into the swing of things dito sa round number 5. And since I think Revenge got a bad spawn, so he could not peek LA that early. So they're just gonna try to see if they can just spot out kung sino man yung magpupush dito sa LA. And they're gonna try to look for si KSA to start the round. With KSA, Tino's telling him, do not push this yet. Let's just hold itong terrace for now and see what happens.
Definitely not having the best time right now. Pacific Macta after that. And they're a little bit too wary, maybe, right? At some point, you need to be a little bit disrespectful sa mga angulo na hinahawakan ng SGJ. You need to be able to disrespect those angles, maybe use the utility that is more often than not very solid for Pacific Macta. But the problem is, right, they've pushed all the way up through terrace. You've got 2 men waiting here in full swing. The problem is, even if you make it through connector, even if you make it through BS, you need to worry about log. You need to worry about tunnel as well. And at that point, man, what do you even do?
Yep, it's a bit of short control para sa side ng Pacific Macta. Not much gonna be minded para sa SGJ. And I think this is like the adjustment from the prior games as well of the PM versus SGJ saga. Na you don't really want to overstack itong short because Aldrin and MVA was one of the best clearers from that position. So now they're just gonna focus on terrace, and Keller is just gonna be looking up the entire time. Actually, no, Keller is in B site, so I think it is someone else. Yeah, it is Yobib this time, holding out itong mid-side natin. Flash is gonna go through. Aldrin gonna be fully blinded, looking for that first kill. But there's actually 2 people dito sa may mid-side. A nice reaction galing sa SGJ, but they could lose B-side very quickly. But a flank galing dito kay KSA is gonna get him down. So 3v3. Plant's gonna go down para sa Pacific Macta, but the numbers are equal, man.
Yeah, and look at this now with the C4 down. It is, again, it is a 3v3, but KSA, the amount of utility here, the smoke's up and waiting for it to dissipate. Something that's going to easily punish them now. It's going to be 1v1. Revenge versus Yobib, who's on the other side, waiting outside of storage. He's going to be pushed out here. Yobib, he's aware. there's the possibility that he does get pushed. He backs off here. Underwater.
no way you
Yo,
challenge
it's
that.
still connecting. What? There is no shot. He does that, and that's going to be the 4th round for SGJ. Just when you think it's over, man, the Kid Wonder wakes up.
Not the smartest fight there by Revenge, in all honesty. Colt versus an M4, and of all the people na may ibon pa nga dito sa 1v1, it had to be
Yobib, man.
the best M4 in the entire country, pare. That is tough by Pacific Macta. They got B control, but the retake was perfect. Galing sa side ng SGJ, they knew it was a 3v3. So they played the numbers right, got the fight down to a 1v1. Yobib with 20 seconds left on the clock dito sa C4, so he had time to explore all the way dito sa may bridge and catch out itong si Revenge.
Alright, smokes up here. SCJ, I think, actively playing inside of storage right now. You've got the high-low setup from them. And I think Pacific Macta, rather than over-exploring the map, they want to go all the way in. Flash out coming in to take down KLR. Gotta check that second kill. KSA right there, ready for the response, but there's just too many people flooding out of the storage. All the windows covered here. Yobib waiting inside the smoke, flash out. Zyke, what a kill from him, pare. And that's it. There's only 2 people left for SGJ. With the bomb down like this, it's going to be very desperate. And look at this. I like this. They're going to go through sidewalk, try and catch Revenge on the other side. But he's ready. Look at that shot on Tino. What in the world? Just when they need it, they all wake up. And now Revenge coming in from behind. Gets taken down here by Elvin. 1v3. Clutch situation. Waiting inside of storage. The smoke's up as well. Look at the re-exploration as well here. One behind metal box, Aldrin inside of window. And if you see Justin, he's slowly making his way behind him. The backstab's gonna be ready. It's too much pressure. There's only 7 seconds left on the clock. And that's it. Aldrin perfect on the timing. Taking him down to 2nd round for Pacific Macta.
Yeah, look at the response though. As soon as they realized na naging 1v3 dito sa B side, instant lipat dito sa window B. Justin just taking dito sa may metal box with the turnaround. Pero KSA, nakita na nga si NBA dito. And that was the first time that NBA had a good spawn para dito sa terrace, but KSA calls him out.
Yeah, it's gonna be a hard one. With Aldrin on top of its box, SGJ can't get too spicy here though. So you gotta respect as well that kind of angle that is a little bit off from them. Not gonna be expected. Now though, with Pacific Macta being down 1 man, right? Making their way down through our S slide, pare. Yung mahirap dito is that they've actually let go of B site entirely. You've only got 1 man inside of window, and that lack of presence from mid that Pacific Macta has been conditioning over the last few rounds is easily going to become that weapon, right? There is conditioning that's been done. Yes, it's a long con for them, and this time they've made it all the way through BS fully for free. Problem is whether or not they can get Keller here. Ready for that wall bang through the bridge now. Trying to spray it down. Takes down 1. Maybe a second. No. He's denied. ZYK answers back.
Yep, that's a good response, Macta. But honestly, a good angle galing dito kay Keller. They cannot see him at all from the underside of pillars. So let's see if they can clear out the rest of the site. They realize na dalawa yung tao dito sa LA. Elvin hitting the shot kay ZYK. SGJ with another advantageous situation para sa kanila dito. But Pacific Macta deciding to just rotate on the other side of the map. Aldrin, can he harass itong window player natin? Tino just on the precipice ng stage, making sure that no one crosses into B site, at least for free. At least not in his sights. And Aldrin slowly walking out. No one's spotting this entire Pacific Macta push. And Tino reacts just in time. But Revenge gets 1 in return. So it's a 1v3. It's a 1v3. It's a tough one for Revenge, and he's gonna go back into house, and he's gonna peek aggressively. Yobib spotted to stage. Doesn't get the first shot. He has to stop challenging here, unless he has to pull out the big sniper. Doesn't hit the shot by KSA, and that's the best situation that Revenge can ask for, honestly. But he couldn't hit his shots.
Was it a little unfortunate for Revenge? I think he had the chance, right? They were not necessarily peeking out together. He was able to isolate the angles. It's just that he wasn't able to connect. Right, the choice to play on the pistol rather than his big bad sniper kind of bit him in the butt in the end of that round. But now Tino taking down Aldrin early in the round. That's gonna be a thorn in the side of Pacific Macta.
Grabe. I mean, the entire time Pacific Macta is fighting for terrace control. Lagi sila nawawalan ng isang player, and they're forced to play a 4v5 at the start of the round. Usually they get this more often than not, I think like 60% of the time. But this time, man, like SGJ, every single turn, Tino always gets the first player crossing and he just goes back to site, re-bolster in defense dito sa A, and they are gonna try to go for a full LA push. Pacific Macta. Very nice positioning galing dito sa SGJ. There's player under and
Ooh,
over,
Revenge.
pero Tino gonna get his head taken off by Revenge, and meron pa namang tao dito sa short. So SGJ does not have to commit to the retake just yet. They have to wait for the other members to
Look at
reconvene
Justin.
dito sa short. At least they had some LA control. I mean,
I like this.
no one should overpeak, man. Para sa SGJ, they just need to wait, man.
Yeah. Gonna be a test of patience here. Utility being used out as well. Right? Pacific Macta, they have all their bases covered. The delay from the smokes, the flashes, ready. Zyke from the long side gets taken down here. Justin, good for 2. Now with the retake in the hands of KillR. Opening it all up. Third kill coming in for Justin as well. KillR, last man standing, stuck behind the double box. Takes down 1, maybe a second. The 2v1 might be too much, but there's still so much time on the clock that he can play with Revenge in the end, taking him down. Pacific Macta with the 3rd round on the board.
Yep, they realize na yung reaction usually dito ng SGJ is to overstack. Etong short, Tino's gonna stay in pillar obviously. And one person is gonna be playing that underside. So that smoke is perfect to block off yung vision for the players playing on that under. And SGJ just got greeted, and KSA
Oh my!
gets his head taken off by Justin. And I think nakita niya through the smoke before the smoke fully plumed. Sees that name. And that's a very important pick-off. No? Kanina pang nakakapatay dito si KSA in the opening picks, in the opening time ng mga round natin.
Yeah. That's one of the more important parts, I think, that needed to be shut down for SGJ. That well-oiled machine is a little too precise here on Black Widow. With that being said, of course, first frag on the board for Pacific Macta is an important one, just like you said. That frees up essentially half of the map. You've got LA fully under control, or fully free rather, for them to take control of. And now, SGJ, they're kind of struggling, shuffling across the map, trying to find information to make up for the absence of KSA in this round.
That's a good smoke sa RS, and that's gonna make SGJ think that there could be any mid presence happening, but that is gonna force Keller forward. He is actually gonna check for House B.
Revenge. No shot. TYK gets taken down on the other side of the map. That means that SGJ, they have information now. It's going to be a B take coming in from them. MVA out through the window, checking it out. KLR spotted out here. Now, flashes in response, keeping them at bay right now. Yobib will fall at the hands of Justin here. Smokes perfectly aligned as well, doing their due diligence. Got to check out Gilid box as well. No plant just yet, KLR. He's right in front of the window, ready for it. No,
Oh
Justin!
my god, how did you hit
Look
that?
at that flick. Insanity from this guy. I don't even know if that was on his screen, but he still gets that shot here with the bomb down now. It's going to be a 2v4, a hard one. Tino playing on the sniper, trying to get an angle over into storage, but there's nobody there. No purchase, no information granted to them, but he's going to have to check these angles. Aldrin, I think he sees him. Yeah, out through the window. Now, more suppressive fire, the usage of utility. Try and clear them out of their safe angles. Revenge takes down Elvin. It's Tino up against the world right now. 1v4. There's only 13 seconds on the clock. Out through there. He sees Aldrin. MVA waiting behind Metal Box as well. The multiple layers of defense, the multiple layers of the post plant reveal the perfect post plant from Pacific Macta.
There we go. A little bit of a spurt galing dito kay Justin. He knows what he did in that B site. SGJ now on their BL. And Pacific Macta dito naman sa GR. And despite what everyone thinks, SGJ, they're really freaking good on this BL side, especially pagdating dito sa Black Widow. When KSA activates at the right time, they can definitely do some damage dito sa mapa natin. But Pacific Macta, they're also a really damn good GR team. One of the best GR teams for the longest time dito sa Black Widow in the CFSPH scene. But is that gonna ring true for this particular series, pare? We're gonna have to wait and see.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the stats right now, right, this SGJ map pick, barely in their hands. They're only one round ahead. And this time, Pacific Macta, on the GR side, they're going to be feeling very confident. This is, of course, their chosen side to play the second half of our game. And with Revenge, of course, being fully activated, we saw in the last map, I wouldn't be surprised if they're going to be able to take that lead early in this half.
Yep, that's going to be the big bad wolf para sa Pacific Macta. How is Revenge going to turn the tides para sa team nila dito? Short control. for the side of SGJ. Slowly gonna crawl in. Aldrin.
Color.
Oh, he's not gonna commit to it, man. Di pa siya nahuhulog though. He's not falling down just yet, but he finally decides to retreat from the short side. And, oh, Revenge missing his first shot. Pero Aldrin, oh, does not cover his teammate in time. Pero KSA, nakita na nga dito si Aldrin as well. Yobe with a nice drop. Elvin gets another one. But NBA does get the trade out. Grabe, Yobib at Tino na lang natitira. Justin and NBA. So 2 entries versus the sniper and the backup rifler here ng SGJ. And let's see how does it happen, pare. The C4 is not down.
No, it's not. It's only 50 seconds left on the clock here and counting. And to consider the fact as well, Yobib is very, very low. So NBA perfect on the timing! Right there, the headshot over onto the boy Wonder. But Tino, he's gonna be flashed out through the long side of the site right now. Nothing, man. He got taken down with no problem. And again, we go back to our narrative of the utility from Pacific Macta. They know exactly when to use it.
Yeah, I mean, Macta actually best up a bit kasi nakababa dun si Yobib dito sa may RS, but really good clear from MVA on Elvin, who is trying to layer yung offense dito ng SGJ. But then they were stuck in a 2v2. Tino was low HP. Yobib had to retrieve yung C4 natin dito. And by the time na nagpa-plant na dito si Yobib, nandun na si MVA sa window A. So planting leaves you in a very vulnerable state.
Ooh.
And they took full advantage of it. But Revenge, he dodges the shot of Tino. But is he gonna... Yeah, he's gonna ego this, man, feeling ko.
He has to.
Oh, you can see
Revenge
his
being...
oh,
wait, actually, is Revenge behind train? No, he's behind box pala. So he should be safe for now.
that nade, though, hurts.
It does, it does. And now the kill from Yobi to get Aldrin makes this a little bit easy. Perfect on a time for Revenge, though. Just as they cross forward, a second kill from him and MVA coming to the rescue. It's going to be a 2v2 again, man. It's insane. But here, now with the C4 down and a little bit more pressure coming in for the side of Pacific Macta, they need to be able to make up for this. KSA and Yobi, they're fully healthy this time around, and that is not what they want here. But this is going to be slow takings. Justin, MVA, perfect on the timing. I think they're trying to get that response out of BS, but it's not happening. Yobib, he's fully convinced that there's only one person here, but Justin's making his way all the way to side. KSA not ready for it. The headshot over onto him, and now utility out for them. Yobib out of the open. Oh, the headshot to deny it as well. The defuse comes in with perfect timing, and Justin with a clutch, keeping that respect up.
Grabe, and he had time to flick his mouse as well. To be fair, he didn't have to flick his mouse that far for that headshot. But the disturbance galing dito kay NBA on the short player. Granted, he didn't get the shot kay Yobi, but KSA, he was clueless na nakapasok na pala dito si Justin. And NBA was just a big distraction para makapasok si Justin sa site. And the 1v2 was perfect, man. And there we go. Justin finally showing what he is capable of dito sa AK-47, and it is a treat. Pacific Macta, they get the lead back dito sa GR side. Grabe, the game. I really feel like this could be one of the few maps that can actually go to OT. They are neck and neck right now, pare.
Yeah, man, it's exactly what you wanted, right? Yeah, we were given a very convincing showing from Pacific Macta back in Subbase, but here it's a lot closer, right? SGJ, they thought this was going to be an easy map for them, but right now they're being proven wrong. And with Pacific Macta only one round in the lead, it's still very close. But now they have to worry about Revenge. Look at this angle that he has, an absolutely insane one. But it's going to be a two-pronged attack. You can see it right now. The push is from long, and he might not be ready for that presence on LA.
I wonder if they can launch a flash galing dito sa LA right in front of Revenge. That would be perfect. But this specific angle, pare, you cannot get flash from this position, especially the short flash that they usually throw. But Aldrin, how did you jump, brother? Yun lang. He's now spotted. He's now known to metal box, but is that gonna draw the attention?
Flash?
The mga short players natin dito. Flash is gonna go through Aldrin. Who is gonna push first? Revenge. Is he gonna divide his attention? Aldrin's gonna get KSA. Tino's gonna get one in return. ZYK is gonna go down as well. Revenge hindi pa namamatay, pero nakuha na si Yobib. And Tino looking at the wrong spot. Hits the shotgun. Revenge. And MBA, he's trying to scrap whatever's left around na to, man, but it's not gonna work out. You already know Elvin is on that mid-door position. 6 and 6, and just like how I said it, smelling like OT, pare.
It's definitely smelling like OT, man. It's only map number 2. So they're having a very hard battle here. Yeah, SGJ REBORN, they are getting the rounds that they want, but Pacific Macta, they're answering back in immediate fashion, right? So it's just a change after change right now. Macta, they've changed things up again. No early aggression from LA. No early aggression from mid. They're just gonna sit down, hunker down, wait for the initial attempts at a push from SGJ. Maybe punish them there, because that's really where they get that kind of win. Right, the first blood going their way for that round seals the deal more often than not for both these teams. And with Tino taking down Zyke like that is not gonna be a good sign, knowing that he's one of the two snipers for Pacific Macta.
There we go. Even si Aldrin mawala na nga dito. Short control is all of a sudden lost para sa side ng Pacific Macta. Someone has to go aggressive in order to regain the numbers, and I think alam to ng SGJ. They know that Pacific Macta is a bit desperate to get the one back, and Elvin goes down. Pero alam ba nila na naandito si Tina sa talunan? No, it's going to retreat back to the B side. Good position, gotta get NBA, but as soon as that smoke clears, he has to run for his life. And here comes the spray, doesn't get any damage down. Flash is gonna go through, it's all on Justin to hold this KSA. The first one down, Spray's gonna go through, pero wala pa siya mahanap dun. It's a 1v3, Revenge misses his shot, and they know exactly where the sniper is.
It's gonna be a hard one though. Yeah, the Revenge on the sniper, yes, it might be a one shot, but there's too many people that he needs to clear out. He does have a smoke. Make it possible for him to peek out through here, but the problem is there's 3 people, not just 2, and Killer, one shot through that smoke takes him down. SGJ with the lead.
Grabe. This game just keeps getting better and better as more rounds go down. But how is this gonna work? Pacific Macta now down around SGJ with a good response, and they're gonna send it to B-side. Why not, right? Surprise itong si Justin, surprise itong si Aldrin, and they just get B-side control very quickly. They even spot itong si Revenge trying to cross back into the B-side. And look at this angle, gonna get KSA, and they're just gonna play face-to-face action. Revenge does get itong si KSA eventually, but the delay's already been down. The delay's already been done. And Elvin, he could go drop down from short, and he can make this a whole lot more annoying para sa Pacific Macta. But NBA knows.
No shot. There's only 18 seconds left here. The timing that NBA can take, knowing that, of course, this guy, he's so low on health, he's willing to be that first point of contact, but they take down Tino. What an entrance onto the side, but now the problem is, inside the storage, Kellar is waiting, lying in wait, the defuse already coming through. Kellar, just before it happened, perfect on the timing, man. Denial of the defuse here. SGJ getting themselves up to 8.
Grabe, just a split second off of that defuse as well, man. And a really good highlight by Ganike Keller. He has 16 frags in this game. And it's a pop-off Black Widow for Keller. NBA gonna try to flip through. And that's the aggression you have to expect from the catwalk side. CYK is gonna get 2. But the response from SCJ, they just keep trading every single player that tries to go forward. Pero nandito na si Justin. He also wants a piece of the pie. And Tino gonna try to get it, but he gets taken down as well. Elvin na lang natitira. But Elvin, he's not a stranger to clutches, man. So Pacific Macta still has to be very careful.
Yeah, definitely something that they need to worry about right now. And SCJ, they're so close to victory, man. Only 2 rounds away. And more often than not, of course, right now on the BL side, SGJ, they're confident enough to get those rounds. They know exactly how Pacific Macta are playing this defense. At dahil doon, pare, things start going sideways more often than not. But here is ZYK. He takes down Elvin. This early kill might be the difference maker for this round, knowing that they do have the man advantage. But the problem is, right, you got 3 people rearing it up, making their way towards LA. For SGJ Reborn, if they stick to this plan, but Pacific Macta, they have the chance to push up towards slide and maybe, just maybe, catch out Tino, who is not even daring to look towards the left.
Yeah, this is a good angle by Revenge as well. So even if you miss your first shot, could have just held it, honestly, but he doesn't want to get run over. Needs a sight, does get KSA. Yo Bib has also crossed in. Keller does only get legged in the process. Yo Bib baiting out the shot. Galing dito kay Revenge, but Revenge is back to safety. Dito sa Metal. And the rest of Pacific Macta na andito na nga sa site. Justin is gonna get Yo Bib, and they are stuck in long. Keller's gonna go down. What a shot through the smoke. Galing kay Aldrin, and NBA takes down si Tino. Just like how I said it, it's smelling like OT, man. I don't care how hungry I am. I do not care, man. I want this game to keep going.
Good lord. Round per round right now, these two teams. In Pacific Macta, they have the chance to take away that lead, possibly, if SGJ gets stopped, because we've seen it. We've seen this before, where SGJ, they almost get it past the finish line, but Pacific Macta, they're able to deny that. So now, a change in pace. KSA First point of contact here, gonna try and contest towards bridge through waters if they can find any kind of information, because Pacific Macta, they're playing so far behind. But if you see this push up, you actually see Aldrin in mid, ready for the eventuality that they do choose to go towards sidewalk or catwalk, so that might be a free kill for them. But Zyke, he's been spotted out. There's damage done to this man. And this slow approach from SGJ, it's something that Macta have not seen prior to today, right? Prior to this map, actually. Right, but now Aldrin, he has a great angle here. Kelar, oh, he does get checked out. Now they know where he is. He's in a world of hurt right now. He's gonna be stuck behind this pillar for the longest time unless someone bails him out. And that's gonna be that. Light out in that way to make sure that he can get that reposition. And it's free. Pacific Macta, they're home free, at least for now, as UYK. He can reposition, get himself in a safer position, and hold on to their crossfires. Because SGJ, they might be playing slow, but they might be playing too slow.
Look at where Elvin is. All the way. I feel like it would have been fine kung gusto niya mag-long push doon, but I feel like he knows na meron ng player dito sa may terrace side. But KSA surprises to Justin MBA. Can he hold on for dear life dito sa B site?
Nade's out.
Nade's gonna go through, but I think he's done his job. Yep, the delay's there. And look at the rest of Pacific Macta. Gusto nila lang lumipat dito.
No shot.
Look at where... Oh! C4 down! CYK's in base! Doesn't get si Elvin. What is happening? It's pure chaos dito sa Black Widow, Josh.
Yeah, man, it doesn't even matter right now. Pacific Macta, they know where the C4 is. It's in the middle of no man's land. They're trying to keep them from picking it up. And even then, if they can pick up the bomb right now, they need to rush towards one side. They're going to give away all of their information. And MVA, he's going to be ready for it, waiting right behind Coffin, right behind Kabaong. There's one in mid. Aldrin, I don't know if he's going to be ready for it. It's the peek out coming from Elvin. Perfect on the timing now. But Revenge on the other side. It's
10
the
seconds.
walls closing in little by little right now. SGJ feeling pressure from all sides.
Oh, the shot!
Again! There's no way that he can get in. But there's only 3 seconds on the clock. Tino
he's done it
on MVA. Revenge. He's done it. The delay. Perfect. Pacific Macta taking set points.
What a crazy round. Grabe naman yun. Ang dami nangyari. I can't even explain it. There's no analysis. That I can say. It was just a pure fist fight. C4 was somehow dropped to sidewalk. And the C4 was out in the open. SCJ trying to go B. MBA with the delay. And Revenge, the hero at the end of that round. That very nice position to slope. You can see mid, you can see B doors. And he hit both shots. Oh my word. SGJ, you need to keep your head together dito sa laruan na to. But that round is definitely gonna... That's gonna definitely stay in the back of the minds. That's gonna sting. That's gonna sting for SGJ. But they're gonna try to see if they can make it at least OT. Just like I was said, it smells like OT dito sa laruan natin, and it might just happen. And Revenge.
Revenge is not careful, man.
Yeah. Where is Elvin? So Elvin's still all the way back in B side. 4-man take dito sa short. They do clear out Aldrin and MBA. Revenge and Justin is still on the A side, but I think they're gonna try to read it ahead of the pack.
Oh, look at CYK.
CYK, does he peek it? Does he get it? Seems like no. Once again, it's up to Revenge. He gets Tino through the smoke. Hold up. Is it the B or is it A? Even I don't know at this point, man. And Justin. Face to face with the enemy. Yobib gets the kill, but at least Revenge knows that they can cross onto the site. Yobib on doors. It's the first shot. Keller gets the cross. And Elvin, man, both sides. A 1v2 for Revenge. And does he know? Feeling ko alam niya gusto talagang pumasok ni Keller dito sa window B in order to get that wraparound. But Elvin is also in a very dangerous position for Revenge. But Keller, where is he? Just on the underside of window. Is he gonna do the climb up? Yes, he is. He's gonna do it quickly.
No
and
way.
They're both gonna get out. Oh my god, they're playing Revenge like a fiddle. Nako po.
They know.
Flash is gonna go through. Defuse is gonna be attempted. Is he gonna look up? It seems like no is the answer. And I called it, Josh. On the 6-6 scoreline. Nangangamoy OT nga itong Black Widow natin.
And the overtime, look at that last minute adaptation from SGJ. I have no idea, right? In the middle of everything, that full out brawl in the previous round to this round right now, where SGJ took full control. I would not have put that on my bingo card, but man, by God, this game, it's a banger. And it's only map 2, man. There's a possibility that we go all 3 maps, we go the distance right now, but it all lies in the hands of these two teams. If Pacific Macta can deny that victory from SGJ, then it's going to be curtains at least for today series. Yes, they were not available in map number 1, but they are locked in this time around. It's the full rivalry in full swing right now. But here, Pacific Macta starting on the BL side again. And look at MVBA. They have zero respect. They went all the way towards stage. Justin for that first frag. Yobib down as well. Stricken down like it's nothing. But also the check onto metal box. Pacific Macta full control in the first 15 seconds of the round. I don't even know what to say right now. It's a 2v3 and the bomb is down.
That's the most OT strat na nakita ko galing sa Pacific Macta. They're like, alright guys, everyone's playing very careful. Let's just send it mid and see what happens. And it just so happens that SGJ was not expecting it, pare. That shot from NBA was crazy to get Yobib out of the picture, and Revenge, he just walked out and one-tapped the metal box guy, man. Pacific Macta, what a first round.
What a first round indeed. What an overtime it is. What a series it is. But now Tino, first frag. Look at the perfect timing. Takes down Revenge. The enemy sniper taken down. Tino waking up right now in the OT. Just when the entire chat was cooking him right now. He's here to make a statement. He's here to play. And he's here to stay. 2 people already down for the Pacific Macta. And now SGJ turning things around as quick as that.
There we go, Tino. A man possessed on that sniper, getting the Revenge, getting the NBA. That's exactly what they needed. Aldrin trying to save this round, but he doesn't know that Keller is also in close proximity. And a 2v4. ZYK back on sniper. Justin trying to look for an opportunity dito sa B-side natin. Nakabantay pa rin dito sa KSA. Waiting for the push from Pacific Macta. They just re-smoke the entrance instead. And are they gonna send it? Flash is gonna go through. KSA is still gonna see it. And ZYK not gonna hit the shot that time dito kay KSA. And 10 to 10. This is gonna go golden, man. I can tell.
It's definitely gonna be going golden, man. I have no idea what this ending is going to be, because both teams right now, adaptation's quick, and SGJ, they know how to play it differently. Pacific Macta, they know how to speed it up, they know how to slow it down as well. So the respect that you need to have for both these teams has to be over the top right now. But here, Aldrin, first point out of contact. Elvin, caught in the angle, not gonna be ready for that. The push out this time. And now, A-side, it's fully undertaken. There's one underneath of the BS right now, but the problem is, pare, there's control over towards LA as well. So if he's waiting here for that wallbang attempt, then he's gonna be punished almost immediately. Kellar, the time to take down ZYK, my god. And now Kellar as well, ready, cognizant of the possibility that Pacific Macta come in from this angle right now. Train covered in the C4, about to go down here for Pacific Macta. 4v4 on the retake here. KSA right behind. Look at the timing here to take down Aldrin. And the smoke's out here.
Oh, look at Keller.
Keller has made his way forward towards the metal box. He takes them down, strikes him down. Revenge, good for 1. The attacks, 2v1 and 2v0. SGJ on the retake.
What a retake from SGJ. The round didn't start off really well para sa kanila dito, but Keller snuck in behind enemy lines. Surprising itong si MVA, who was sitting in metal. And we're gonna have to wait and see what is the response para dito sa PM. But I feel like PM likes their chances more dito sa GR side more than anything. But Revenge!
Tino, what?
What a call out galing dito kay Tino. He knew that he wanted to go aggressive.
He was a nowhere, pare. Ganun lang kabilis. He expected the immediate push from Revenge, but I don't think they know, right? Knowing that Revenge is gone, ZYK, naka-sniper din sa kabilang side. So this might be that surprise that Pacific Macta needed to put in to the mix right now to catch him off guard. So now, knowing that Revenge is down, yes, he did not get much, but SGJ, they might be taking some risks that are not necessary here.
Yeah, and that means a lot more of the map is available para dito sa SGJ. And someone's gonna go for a risky play dito sa long, actually. They're gonna try to catch out itong si Tino, but Tino is gonna be baiting out that smoke, or flash rather, galing kay ZYK. So that's already a good thing. That's a lot less delay to work with para sa Pacific Macta. And 1 minute and 22 on the clock. ZYK is gonna try to call out itong si Tino. He does hear it, but ZYK around the corner does get si Tino. He has a really good spot to slope as well to stop this short push. And I like this, galing sa SGJ, just immediately cancel it, man. You don't want to push into the site with a sniper dito sa long. So they're gonna need to chill for a bit.
You're definitely gonna have to chill, man. But the problem is, right, SGJ, the longer they play here, the more time pressure there will be to get themselves onto the site, right? The more desperate things happen. they're gonna have less space, less time to think, right? Less mental bandwidth as well to be able to even hit the shots, right? When pressure hits you in the face, there's no answering back. Because here, ZYK, he takes on KSA. Yobib making his way up through stage. They will be hearing this. And look at the position from Justin. He finds the chance, sprays down onto Elvin and Yobib, striking him down one at a time. And it's going to be Kellar. 1v3 here. He does have the bomb, but Justin's right outside that window, waiting for the perfect chance. Spray down coming from him. Warning shots. ZYK, Justin wanting for that perfect moment to try and push forward. And Justin takes him down. Here's the defuse for Pacific Macta. We're tied up again.
Man, what a clutch shot galing dito kay ZYK. If you take Tino out, long control is no longer available for SGJ, and that means that scope position is available, that long position is available. It was a good call galing sa SGJ to cancel that short push because they're just gonna get shot out by the sniper dito ni ZYK, man. And despite that, another good read from the side of Pacific Macta and prime positioning para dito kay Justin, right? He just let them walk in sa mid. They don't check itong stage whatsoever, and he got that free 2K to make it a 1v3.
Yeah. Another tiebreaker around here. Zyke, oh no! Got a little too overzealous here. The immediate punishment from Kellar will shit them down right now. And now you're feeling it all the way inside. KSA down for the count. But look at the numbers for SGJ. They have the very, very clear advantage here in Revenge and Justin. Only 2 people left standing here. 2v3. Revenge gone. And Justin exterminated. That's SGJ. Man, all just because of one small problem, man. And that was the impatience from Macta. They pushed out too fast and they got punished for it.
There we go. Macta's gonna be a lot more calm dito sa round natin. No more overpeaks from any of the players. It's the good old 2 nades dito sa labas ng bridge. So I think Tino's counting that. So there's 2 players dito sa B site. And that means it's a 2-1-2 most likely for the side of Pacific Macta. Grabe, they're holding the hell out of these sites. But they want to rotate early. They just want to go for a little check dito sa long. Oh, but Revenge, he gets a Yobib. Surely not. He can defend this on his own. Pero KSA spotting itong si Aldrin dito sa may 3-box. Elvin doesn't get shot. KSA, quick scope galing kay Revenge! What a move! But he does get taken down. Aldrin na andito na nga sa pillar. Guns probably spotted through it. Aldrin finally gets taken down by Tino. And it's a 2v2. It's down to a 2v2 to either end or tie things up here.
Oh, man. Now the bomb's down, pare. 35 seconds and counting. You've got Justin. They know that he's gonna be on long. They have the idea already with the scope primed towards that position, and KLR is waiting for the right time to strike. And it's gonna be so close. MVA, he takes down the sniper. KLR, last man standing. He finds him. 18 seconds on the clock now. They are aware of the positioning here. And look, as they are counting down the moments, the free.
Oh, you did the defuse! Why is it planted on the
light robbery? That's what it is. We're going to golden round, Sneaky. I do not know what is going on the server, but by God, this is a banger.
Yeah, I didn't hear the defuse, man. I didn't hear the defuse. There's so much shooting going on. And man, grabe. Like, I think Matt saw where the bomb was planted and he knew exactly where Keller. Dito sa mga laruan natin. And let us see. 12-12. 1 round to decide who is gonna get itong Black Widow.
Yeah. Last chance to prove it. And now Pacific Macta, they're gonna be playing on the GR, which has been so far, right, the more favored side para sa kanila here on Black Widow. So SGJ changing up the pace here. That's gonna be a 2-man push over towards BS if they can get there, if they can get that far. Wala nga namang tao dito sa may BS. So it should be free for them, at least for now. That's 2 people, huh? The double team that they have. I don't think they're gonna be ready for this. Oh no, Revenge has his eyes on it. There's the possibility that they might be able to get it here. But the patience from SGJ, something that was much needed earlier in the game, is now being put into play. Utility out, smoke, further denying the information for them. KSA out in the open, gets taken down here by Revenge. First strike coming in from them
down
as well. And ZYK taking matters into his own hands. That's 2 people out on long. Tino out in the open. Last man standing in between him and SGJ, falling flat, being taken down with a sweep. And it's gonna be desperate. 1v4 right now. Aldrin knows where he is. and there's so much time on the clock. Sneaky Frog, the C4 out in the open, in the middle of no man's land. He can see nothing. It's essentially a paradise for Pacific Macta. Now, batting down the curtains, hoping against hope that he can stay alive. Dino desperately trying to find them. He doesn't know where they are. Aldrin, the only man on site, and look at this. The 4-man push coming in from Pacific Macta, covering all angles. Aldrin still alive somehow. I don't know how Tino's still alive, but CYK ends it all with that last smite over onto the enemy IGL. Pacific Macta with a 2-0 sweep.
Man, what an ending to such a great game. Both of these teams played amazing, but by the tail end, and I'm going to use a volleyball term here, Mr. Josh, they tried to go for a minus tempo on short, and then the late push in towards long. But Revenge, he knew that first shot kick, that first shot kay KSA, that was perfect, man. Perfectly placed. And he knew na nakaswing na dito si Keller sa may pillar natin. So those two very well placed shots just kind of ended things for the side of SGJ. Grabe, what an ending. I mean, they got Pacific Macta, they got 2-0 dun sa APAC at sinagot nila dito sa regionals with their own 2-0. And just like how I said it, it was a really good plan galing sa side ng SGJ, right? In going through short and yung late push galing dito sa long to kind of annoy yung mga players na nasa mas labas na parts dito ng east side. Pero, Revenge, you know, when the time is needed, Revenge, he is gonna hit his shots. He hit one on KSA, and he got the pre-aim dito kay Keller. He knew that he was gonna swing wide para dito sa pillars. And the rest of it just writes itself, pare. Grabe, what an ending to this series, bro. Oh my god. And that's why I love this rivalry. This rivalry has been going on for the longest time, and it never disappoints pag meron tayong laruan na ganito, pare.
And definitely a banger to open up our first day of the group stages here, right? And wow. I have no words, right? I am looking forward to these teams just getting better and better. I have to service along with the other casters on the roster for us. But of course, that's going to be concluding our day. I'm going to be looking forward to more tomorrow. It's me, Datum, apparently, and Sneaky Frog. We'll see you guys tomorrow. We're going to be giving you guys a quick good night. Yan, pahinga muna tayo.